After that, limits. Don't forget to do these steps. If you forget, definitely you will get some problem in the middle of the drawing, at the end, at the beginning, whatever it is. If you are starting your drawing, you won't get some doubts. For me, you won't get any problems. Maybe in the middle, you will get the problems because of the units and limits. Sometimes some students are got this kind of problem. Listen everyone carefully. After completion of your diagram, you are going to print it. You are converting the diagram into PDF. Sometimes some students are getting only half of the portion of diagram. Okay, total diagram is drawn on the screen. But when you are converting, you are getting only half portion of the diagram. Half portion is not visible. What is the reason behind that? Means limits. The diagram is not inside the limits. Maybe it's a half of the diagram is inside the limit, half of the diagram is outside the limit. Then you will get only half diagram. Okay, that's why that kind of problems you may get at the end. Then you can say that, sir, diagram is showing on my screen. Everything is there, even dimensions, everything, colors, everything I have given. But when I am converting into PDF, it is showing only half of the diagram. Means this is the reason. Limits. The diagram is inside the limits. Total object you will convert. Total diagram you can convert into PDF easily. In the PDF also it will show all the diagram. Means total diagram. Okay, that's why you have to set the limits. Type limits, enter. Now here already 0 comma 0. You can type again 0 comma 0 or simply you can press enter button. Okay, now it is 420 comma 297. Sometimes by default in your system, when you start the system, it will show 12 comma 9. Means those are in inches. Okay, 12 comma 9 means it's in inches. First you have to set the units, then go for the limits. If it is 12 comma 9, you have to give 420 comma 297. And observe here 420 comma 297. Everybody clear, observe here. 420 comma 297 is nothing but your A3 size paper. Okay, A3 size paper in a landscape area, landscape wise. Suppose sometimes if you want to print, you have to go with 210 comma 297. Same values, 210 comma 297 means you will get in a portrait manner, means vertical, like your notebooks. Notebooks, how the notebooks are? Like a vertical fashion. It's not a landscape fashion. Okay. If you want to print it, just you have to go for A4 210 comma 297. Just you are reducing this 420 into half. That 420 value, the limits you are making into half 210. That's it. Okay, if you want to go with the printout, if it is automatically PDF format means no problem. Directly you can go with the A4 size sheet. Okay, that is the change. Whenever you are bringing the printouts, you will get in the landscape fashion. Means you are selecting A3 or A4 in a 410 comma 297 fashion. Okay, don't confuse here, both are same. Okay, limits are first lower corner is 0 comma 0, upper corner is 420 comma 297. Okay, then it is showing already 420 comma 297. Just I am pressing it, enter button. Otherwise, I can type again, no problem. Okay, now my limits are set, units are set. Next, after that, what you have to do? You have to zoom the screen. Okay, maximum students are forgetting this step. After setting the units, then limits. After that, you have to set the screen. What happened if you won't set the screen? Suppose if I draw the screen, whatever the visible area you have in front of you, you are thinking that that is my limits. Okay. Whenever I will draw the circle of 100 mm radius or 100 mm diameter, the circle will appear very small, or sometimes the circle is not visible on the screen. Means the screen limits are somewhere in the area. Means maybe it is the bottom of our screen. That's why first what you have to do, you have to go for zoom Z enter or ZOOM Z enter. Next, here we are having one option all A enter. That's it. A enter. Z enter, A enter. Means total screen will come here. Suppose now I am drawing one circle. Suppose now I am drawing one circle. Okay, with some 100 mm radius or whatever it is. Okay, now it is here. By mistake, your friend moved your mouse, scroll out or scroll down. Then the circle is not visible on the screen. Now you can see circle is there on my AutoCAD, but circle is not visible on the screen. Then also what you have to do? Just simple, only one step. Z means zoom, Z enter, A enter. That's it. Wherever my diagram is there, automatically it comes in front of your screen. Nothing but these your limits. That's why first you have to set the limits. In these limits, suppose if I draw the circle of 50 mm, diameter 50 mm, it won't get some change. It won't give any change. Directly, if it is 50 mm radius, 50 mm radius, I will get the circle. It won't be a smaller circle, it won't be a larger circle. Exact size you will get on the screen. Okay. Definitely you have to do these three steps initially when you start the system. First is units, then limits, next zoom out, zoom out. Okay. Next. Next, if you observe here, now I am selecting these diagrams from the right corner to the left corner. Okay. When I move like this, right corner to the left corner, the box will appears like a green color. Now, if you observe, inside this box, the total object should come. Sometimes it will touch a, suppose second circle is not selected, left side circle is not selected. Now, if I move just, I will touch the circle, it will select. Means whenever you will select the cursor from the right side to the left side, means window for deleting or for moving or for copying, whatever it is. It is not required to cover total object inside the box. Just if you touch the object, automatically it will select. Now, if you see, I am just touching the circle, left side circle. It is going to select. Okay. Now see here, I can delete it. Suppose if you move from the left to right, just click the mouse and drag it. Now see, if I touch the circle also, it is not going to select. I am touching both circles, but those circles are not highlighting, means those circles are not selected. Whenever this box will completely close these circles, then only it will select. That is the difference between the left side selection from the right side selection. Okay. Always use this right side selection. Just select here and delete it. Okay. Next, here in our 2D exercises, in our first unit, first total unit is based on the commands. Already you know the commands. That's why I am not repeating it. Directly I am solving some questions. Okay. Now, what is there in the first unit means directly they will give the question like this. Entire everything is given in the question paper. Just you have to reproduce this diagram in the AutoCAD by using some tools, some commands. Okay, that's it. Okay, that is our first unit. But in this, what you have to do, already I told you that whenever if you get the question paper, don't start your drawings after seeing your question paper. Be calm for 5 minutes. Read in that 5 minutes. Read the question paper. Read the question paper. Nothing but read the dimensions. Check the dimensions, or read the questions. All the questions twice or thrice at least. Then only you have to start. Suppose after getting the question paper, first question you have seen like this. Suppose same question you got in a first question, like a first question. Means you are thinking that okay, I know this question. Don't start directly. Just read the dimensions. Read the dimensions means see the diagram carefully at least 2 to 3 times. Read the question paper at least 2 to 3 times. Those 5 minutes are not waste for you. I will tell you how those 5 minutes will helpful to you. Not only this drawing exam, each and every exam, if you follow this method, definitely you will avoid the confusion and you will get the clarity which question I have to start first. Suppose in your question paper you have two parts, part A, part B. Part A, two questions, small questions, short answer questions. First question, when you read the first question, you know that answer. Don't start with the first question itself. Read the entire question paper twice or thrice, and then decide whether I want to start with the first part or second part. If it is second part, which question? If it is first part, which question? Okay. If you follow this method, at least this is the first time you are appearing for the exams in an engineering field. No? That's why in the engineering exams, follow my method and see the advantage. Okay, check the advantage. Definitely, you will come to me and you will say, sir, it's a work, sir. Means I got some good idea. Means which question I have to start. Why? Because if you start with a known question, definitely first impression is the best impression. Already you know that. Who are going to check your paper, evaluate your paper, they will see your handwriting and question solution method. How quickly, how effectively you are solve the problem. Based on that, remaining questions marks will depend. Okay. Here also, first question. Suppose this is the first question. First, read the dimensions. Now, total length is, consider this one as a mm. Don't consider this point. It's a 65 mm. Okay. Convert this point. The total length is 65. Total height is 40. And here length also 65. Okay. Total length is 65. Total height is 40. Okay. Total length we have. Total length and total height we got. Next, internal portions. We got internally some T-shape arrangement here. What is the length of this T-shape? 35 mm. What is the width, means height of this T-shape? 10. Again, we have internal portion. We have 10 here. But what about these two? These two lengths are not given. This overhang side, not given. But this total length, you know, 35. 35 minus 10. How much? 25. 25, these two will be half of portion. This is also half, this is also half. Means in 35, if you minus 10, 25 means 12.5 right side, 12.5 left side. This way you have to find out the values, find out the dimensions initially. That is the use of your drawing. Means if you spend for 5 minutes, this is the use. Suppose without reading anything, I will start from this corner, from the lower left corner. Total height is 40. Total length is here 17.5. First I will start. Then I will stuck here. How much this one? I don't know. Again, I want to go for the subtraction. 27.5 minus 17.5. How much? There you are finding. Instead of that, on the question paper, if you read the dimensions and draw your dimensions somewhere here, you can note it on your question papers. 12.5, 12.5. Okay, where it is exactly 35 means at the middle. At the middle, you will get this one. What is the middle point here? 32.5. Okay, 32.5 middle axis line you will get. Okay, this 10 mm. Okay, these also will be 10 mm. These also 10. These also 10. From this corner to this corner, they have given 17.5. But from this corner to this corner, how much you don't know. Then total length you have, total height you have 40. 40 minus 10, 30. Okay, means note down on your question paper 30 mm, 17.5. If you want this total, you can take total. Otherwise, you can minus 27.5 minus 17.5. You can draw here. Okay, then already you know this 10. Okay, already you know this value. Same value will be here. Why? Because it's a symmetrical object. Then this 47.5 automatically 65 minus 47.5. You will get this one. Okay, like that. First you have to read the dimensions. Then you have to check the object, whether it's axis symmetry, y-axis symmetry or x-axis symmetry. What is the use of that symmetrical diagram? Means you can draw only half portion of the diagram. Means suppose this diagram totally will take 30 minutes. If you know this diagram is axis symmetry, y-axis symmetry, then you can draw the half of the diagram only. How much time it will take? Instead of 30 minutes, it will take 15 minutes. Then for the full object, just you have to use the mirror command. Only 10 seconds. Means total within a 16 minutes, you can complete the entire diagram if you follow like this. Otherwise, if you start from here, you have to draw the horizontal line, vertical line, inclined line, again horizontal line, vertically upward direction, again horizontal right side, vertical like this. You can also do like that. These simple diagrams, that's why you can make it within 10 to 15 minutes. So it's very difficult, means complicated diagram. And also it is axis symmetry. If you want to draw each and every diagram, means each and every portion of the diagram, means it's very difficult. That's why first and foremost thing is you have to read entire dimensions. Then second portion is you have to check whether the diagram is axis symmetric or not. Then you have to start. Now tell me anyone from where I want to start. From where I want to start. From this corner or from here or from here, from where I want to start. And already you know this chamfer or fillet command. Okay. Chamfer or fillet commands you have no. Okay. First I will draw horizontal line and vertical line. Why? Because horizontal length I know 65 mm. Vertical means height I know 40 mm. First I will draw, select the line command, draw a line, horizontal line. Okay. Otherwise I will draw right side, no problem. Ortho on. Okay. How much? 65. And one more thing is, sometimes when you start your diagram, you won't get this command ribbon. If you won't get this command ribbon, what you have to do? You have to select here dynamic input on. If you observe here in the status bar, we have plus symbol. Here plus symbol. Dynamic input on. When the dynamic input is on, no need to type your values in the command prompt area. Sometimes I observed some students, if they want to give any value, they are coming to the command prompt, they are clicking here in the command prompt, they are giving the values. Okay, no need to give like that, no need to waste your time. If the dynamic input is on, now my dynamic input is off. I'm not adding any ribbon below the cursor. Did you see anything here below the cursor? Nothing is there. Suppose if the dynamic input is on, now see here in the command, in the status bar from the left side, third one, dynamic input off. I am selecting this on. So when the status bar is on off, how we can guess means whenever the commands are highlighted with the blue color, those are in on mode. Okay, commands are on, means status is on. Suppose even though you are not getting this plus symbol in your status bar, means it is not visible on your status bar. At the end, means on the status bar at the end, extreme right corner, we have customization tools. Go here, customization tools, and here in between somewhere you will get dynamic input on. See here from the top, fourth or fifth, one, two, three, four, fifth one, dynamic input. Now it is tick, means tick mark. If I untick this one, I won't get on the status bar. See here, it is disappeared, third option. Now if I select it, see on a command prompt, sorry, in the status bar, it will highlight. Okay. Why? Because now already the dynamic input is on. No need to move the cursor somewhere in a command prompt area. Directly you can give the value 65. Enter. Now my length is 65. Okay, total length is 65. Total height 40. I will give 40. Stop here. Okay. Then see the diagram. It's not vertical line. It is having some inclined line. From where it is having inclined line? After 30, after 10 mm, it is having inclination up to 17.5. That's why what I will do, I will go to draw one more line here from this end points. And one more thing is for selection of end points, midpoints, nodes, everything, what you have to select? Object snap on. In the status bar, if you go here in the middle, like a square symbol, snap cursor, object snap on. If it is on, you will get all these nodes, means all these end points, midpoints, tangent points. See here, midpoint. Sometimes some students are saying that, sir, when I am moving my cursor towards the midpoint also, that symbol, the triangle symbol is not highlighting. Nothing but your object snap mode is off. You have to on that object snap mode. Then select the line, end point, draw the horizontal line. It is also how much it is? 17.5. Okay, 17.5. Enter. Or you can draw here total uh, instead of 17.5, I will draw it directly. How much? 27.5, no? Here, 27.5. I will draw 27.5 directly. Then I will go here, option. Here in modified tools, we have chamfer option. How to execute this chamfer option? Select the chamfer option. Okay. Then it will ask, select the first line. Instead of this, you are before selecting the line, first line and second line, you have to give the values. That's why here we have option distance. You can select from the mouse or you can type with the keyboard D. D enter means distance. D means distance. Distance enter. How much distance? First, if you select vertical, if you give vertical value, you can select the vertical line first. You can give the horizontal value also. You can give vertical or horizontal. Suppose I am giving vertical, for example, 30 mm I am giving. Why? Because 30 mm height. From there, it is having incline line. First 30 mm. Next, how much it is? 17.5. 17.5. Enter. Now, if you see the diagram, 30 mm is vertical, 17.5 is horizontal. That's why I have to select the first vertical line only. Why? Because I have given 30 mm first. Suppose instead of 30 mm, if you give 17.5 first, you can give 17.5 first. Means you can select horizontal line first. Now I have given 30 mm, that's why I will select first line and second line. While you are moving your cursor towards the line, automatically it will give. Okay. Then use the line command, draw the remaining portion from here. How much height? Read the diagram. How much height it is? Here it is 10, 10, 20, 20 minus 40. Suppose see here, this 10, this is also 10. Okay, total 20. 40 minus 20 means 20. This height is 20. Okay, that's why you have to draw these dimensions before. Then only you can do the diagram fastly. Now 20, enter. And horizontal, how much it is? 12.5. Okay, vertically it is 10. Okay, horizontally how much it is? 35. Okay, done. Up to this I will draw. Now if you see the diagram, this is 10 mm, sorry 20 mm, and this is 12.5. Why? Because total 35 minus 10, 25 means half here, half here. 12.5, 12.5. Next, this is also 10, this is 35. That's why I have drawn like this. Then after this, I will use mirror option. Select the mirror command. Okay. Next, select the entire diagram from the right side to left side. Right side to left side, I am selecting entire diagram. Then don't forget to give enter button. Press enter button. Suppose sometimes you want to press enter button. Sir, after selecting also next option is not coming. Here always it is asking select the object, select the object. Means after selecting the object, you have to press the enter button. Just press the enter button. Then it will ask the specify the point of mirror or base point of the mirror. Select the midpoint. Select the midpoint of the line. Is total 65. Na? Select the midpoint and move the cursor downward direction and click it here. That's it. And next, if you want to erase the source object means left side diagram will erase. If you know means both will be same as this. Now you got the object. Now if you observe the dimensions left side, automatically right side will be same. See how much time it's taken. If you know this, you can draw this within a 5 minutes or 2 minutes. But what is the main important point? First step is you have to read all the dimensions and you have to note the dimensions on your question paper. No problem. You can note the dimensions on the question paper. Not on the rough paper you can write. After that, you have to observe the symmetrical, a symmetric object or non-symmetric object. The diagram is symmetrical diagram or non-symmetrical diagram. If it is symmetrical diagram, for x-axis it is symmetric or y-axis it is symmetric. Suppose if it is x-axis symmetric, we can draw the lower portion, means bottom portion or top portion. Any half portion you can draw, then you can go for the mirror option. Now, in this case, the object is symmetric with the y-axis. Y-axis symmetric. That's why I have drawn the left side half of the portion. Automatically, I can go for the mirror option. Now, how much time it will take? 2 to 5 minutes. Then you have to give the dimensions. You have to give the dimensions only once. Suppose if you given 65 here, no need to give here. And dimensions also, select the end points and here an end point and show the dimensions at least 10 to 15 mm gap. And one more doubt here. Sir, after showing the dimensions also, my 65 mm shows like a point. It's not the dimensions. On the screen, it is showing like a point. Sometimes, sir, it is not showing any dimensions on the line. Means what you have to do? You have to change the dimension style. You have to change the dimension style. Where you have to go for changing the dimension style? Dimension style manager, dim style. D enter. That's it. D enter. You will get the dimension style manager. Okay. Here you have to go for modify. In that modify, suppose if you want to go for units, first line, which line it is? If you want to go color lines or dashed lines or dotted lines or hidden lines, you can change here. Okay. Baseline spacing. Here you can see the baseline spacings or color, line type, line width. Okay. Everything you can change here. About the line only. Okay. Suppose if you want to change the arrowheads or symbols, go here arrowheads. See here closed and filled. That's why if it is manual also, you have to go with the closed and filled arrow. Don't go for the open arrow, closed and filled. Suppose the arrows are closed and filled, but it is not showing that much size, bigger size. Now you can go here arrow size. By default it is 2.5, you can change it to 5 or 4 or 3, whatever it is. Okay. Center marks. Center marks, so 2.5. Exactly text. These are the center marks and text height is 2.5. Or break size. If you want to go for break size, I mean gap between the line or point, everything you can change from here. Okay. About the arrows and the symbols. Next text. Text is not visible. Go here, text height. Change the 2.5 to 4 or 5. Sometimes in some systems, by default, it will show 0.18 or 0.19 like that. Okay. Then you can change. Fraction height scale. Next here, scale factor. Sometimes some students are giving only 10 mm, but it is showing very lengthy line. Sometimes some students are showing 100 mm length, but it is showing very small length, very light 1 mm or 2 mm length. Why? Because you have to change the text and primary unit scaling. The fraction height scaling. Height scaling means 1:1 ratio. That's why 1. If it is increased 2, 3, 4, or 5, automatically it will change. Now here text placing. Always above and center. Okay. Aligned dimension system. We are not using unidirectional system. Unidirectional system is you have to break the dimension line and you have to show in the middle. Suppose horizontal, okay, it is okay. Unidirectional, I will show manually, okay. Then offset distance. See here, offset from the dimension line, nothing but gap between the object to the dimension line, offset distance. Automatically it will select. But if it is manual, you have to maintain at least 2 mm gap. Like this, whatever the changes you want, all the changes you can change from here. Now here see the precision 0.00. That's why it is showing 14 comma 11. Suppose if I change this one to 0, it will become 14. Okay. Now alternative units. Any other alternative units if you want to make, you can make yourself. Okay. Next here alternative units, subfactors, and unit here see the scale factor. Unit say scale factor. If you give 10 mm, suppose here it is 10. Okay, it is 10. So scale factor is 10. I am giving 10 mm only, but it will shows 100 mm. Why? Because scale multiplication 10 into 10. That's why always it is scale factor is 1. 1 is to 1 ratio. All these changes you have to do, and then you have to go for the dimensions. Okay, dimension changes. This simple diagram. Suppose having some typical diagram like this. Okay, what you have to do, already I told you that first step is you have to read, you have to check all the dimensions first. You have to check all the dimensions. Then any dimensions are missing, you have to calculate the dimensions by subtracting or by addition. You have to maintain the dimensions. You have to draw the dimensions. Now read all the dimensions first. First outer diameter, outer circle diameter is 94. And one more thing is here, if you want to check the dimensions, all dimensions are in diameter wise, check the diameters only. Somewhere it is diameter, somewhere it is radius, means you will confuse. That's why if you are clear about the diameter and radius, no problem. Otherwise, go with one way, consider all dimensions in a diameter wise. Now here it is 94 diameter outside circle. Next dotted circle we have, that is 74. End to end they are showing me its diameter. Diameter 74, second circle, and smaller circle diameter is 12 diameter 6 holes, and inner circle diameter is 54. Okay. Now these are the arcs, means you can go with the radius 10 radius or 9 radius. Now here if you see from the midpoint to the mid arc, it is 100 radius. 100 radius. Okay. Diameter means 200 diameter. Now it is 100 radius. From this center to this line, how much? Directly they are not given. Indirectly they have given. See here dimensions. From this point to this point, it is 12 radius. Means from this point to this point, it will be 12. Okay. Those dimensions are not given directly. What you have to do? You have to read the. You have to draw the dimensions on your question paper. Okay. Now this is 100. Okay, from center point to the center axis, this is 100. What about this 100 plus 12? Note down here. 100 plus 12. Here note down 100 minus 12. Here how much it is? 23. From the center to here 23. Means this is 100. 100 plus 23. Note down here. Here 100 minus 23. If you note down the values, it's very easy to draw. After reading all the dimensions, next thing is you have to check the object, whether it's axis symmetry, y-axis symmetry, or x-axis symmetry. Now if you observe, it is y-axis symmetry. But if you want to draw the semicircles, instead of drawing the semicircles, if you draw the circles, it's very easy. Okay, one confusion is avoided here. Second one is how many centers are there. In this kind of diagrams, what you have to observe is initially you have to identify the number of centers. Number of centers. Here only one center we have. Based on this center, all circles are placed. Based on this center, all circles are placed. Now, after this selecting the center, what you will do? What you will do in the AutoCAD? Just you will draw one horizontal line. Okay, draw one horizontal line. Draw a vertical line. Just rough line. Draw a vertical line. This intersection portion is your center. Okay. Now already you know all the dimensions. Okay. First dimension is 54 diameter. Select it. Go for circle and diameter method. Center and diameter is 54. Done. Next. Already you have question paper. You can check it. Second diameter is here. How much it is? 74. Okay. Draw the 74. Same method. Center and diameter. Select center and diameter is 74. Okay. Next, third one. This first one, second one, third one is outer circle. How much outer circle? 94 diameter. Select here, center and diameter method, give 94. Okay, done. Next, you have smaller circles of 6 holes, 12 diameter. But whenever you are using the polar array command, first and foremost point is you have to check the circle where it is. It is exactly on vertical line, on horizontal line. Now, if you see vertical line, on vertical line, you don't have any circles here, smaller circles. On horizontal line, you have circles. That's why you have to draw the horizontal circles. Don't draw here circle and go for polar array. That's why first you have to select the smaller circles where it is on horizontal line. Okay. Now I will go with the circle and diameter. Center circle, how much it is? 12 diameter. Okay. Then I will go with the polar array. Select the polar array. After selecting the polar array, you have to select the smaller circle first. Then press enter. Next, select the main center of the circle. Main center is here. Main center of the circle. Okay. Then you got the 6 circles with 12 diameter. Suppose if you want more circles, you can change the number of items from here. Okay. Otherwise, just close or escape. Okay. Next, top post portion is done. Next, bottom portion. Next, this will be the center and radius 100 mm radius. Draw the circle instead of drawing the arc. Draw the circles. It's better. Why? Because arc means you have to select the center and starting point, ending point, or you have to select the center and arc length and starting point, ending point. Those steps involved in that. Instead of that, if you select the center method or circle method, already you know the center, you know the radius of the circle. Just with the one click, you can draw the circle. Then you can go for the removal, excess material, means excess lines you can remove with the trim command. Okay, now see the circle 100 mm. Already you know this is 100 minus 12. This is 100 minus 23. This is 100 plus 12. This is 100 plus 23. Then draw the circles, center and radius method. Use center and radius method. Center and radius. Center is this one. Okay. What is the radius? First 100. Okay. Next same method. Center 100 minus 12. How much you will get? 88. Enter. Next same method. Center and radius 100 minus 23. 77. Okay. Again same center method. Select the center. And how much? 100 plus 12 means 112. Enter. Same again, same method. How much? 100 plus 23. 123. Okay. Enter. Now you got all the circles. Now you want these inclined lines. If you follow this way, suppose after this, if you don't have the time to complete the diagram, what you have to do is just go for dimensions. Give some dimensions. Dimensions for the circles. Okay. For the outer circles, give the radius. For inner circles, give the dimensions, diameters. With that, at least you will get the 40 to 45% of the marks. Why? Because topmost portion is done. For the bottommost portion also, he drawn all the circles. What else? Just you have to draw the arcs here and 2 inclined lines. That's it. Already you have shown the dimensions also. That's why at least 50% marks you will get. Now what else? The diagram, you have to draw these 2 inclined lines. How much inclination? 30 degrees from the vertical line. Okay. Now for this, you have to use the rotation option, or you can use directly line command. Select the center point. Okay. And keep your ortho off. Keep your cursor like this. How much you have to give? Now it is showing 50. Actually, it is 30 degrees from the vertical line. Means for the horizontal line, it is 60. Line length, you can keep the cursor somewhere here and go for tab button. How much you have to give? 60. This is one method. Or one more method is you can use the rotation option, rotation command. Next, select again one more line from the same center point and keep the cursor somewhere here. How much it is showing? 129 it is showing. But how much from the vertical? It is 30. Total first quadrant it is 90 plus 30. It should be 120. Just tap the button, press the tab key and give 120. That's it. Now go for angle measurements. Check the angle whether you got exactly 30 or not. Now it is also 30. Now this is also 30. Okay. Now if you see the diagram, 30 degrees. Instead of this, you can use the rotation command also. It will take some time. That's why take the line command, select the center point, give the lines. Then go for trim command. Here also you are facing some problem. When you are typing TR or trim, go for double enter. Double enter and then click from the right side. Select from right side to left side like this. Total entire circles will gone. With the one or two clicks. No need to go for erase. Okay. Next, circle method also you can use. Circle method also already you know the values. This is your center point of the circle, means arc. These are the two ends. Already you know it. Then select the circle center and radius method. Center is this one. You know already. Radius is here. Just select it. That's it. Again, center and radius. Okay, done. After this, select these two, go for copy, pick the midpoint, and place the midpoint. That's it. Done. Okay. No need to go for individual selection. Why? Because for both circles, center will be same. Directly you can select it. Then unwanted material you have to remove. Go for PR, double enter, select here. Okay. Inner also you can erase. Now, if you see your diagram, your 80% problem is done. Next, these two arcs you have to draw. That's it. Okay. These two arcs, here you have to draw the arcs. That's it. Then for that, they have given the distance from the center 36 means 18 mm right side, 18 mm left side. Already you have vertical line, go for offset command. Use offset command. Already you know that 18 mm left side and right side. That's why give directly 18 mm, select the line and move right side and move here left side. That's it. Okay. Then extend these two lines. Lengthen up to here. Okay. Many ways we have. You can draw the lines also, or you can go for the extend. Okay.
సార్ మళ్ళీ
Whatever you want, you
చెప్పండి.
can do. Okay.
ఆ 18 mm ఎలా గీయాలి?
Suppose for this, in our diagram, they have given 36 mm from the vertical axis, vertical line. Okay, means right side 18 mm, left side 18 mm. Okay, go here, offset command, select the offset command. How much offset distance? Offset distance means from vertical line from the middle axis to the right side 18 mm. Left side also 18 mm. That's why directly you have to type 18 mm. Why? Because already you know the distance. Suppose if you don't know distance, you can use the through command. Okay, now you know the distance. That's why give directly 18 mm and press enter. Next, select the vertical line and move right side and click it. Select again vertical line, move left side and click that. You will get 18 mm gap. Otherwise, you can go with another method. Same offset method only. Select offset. Instead of giving 18 mm, in the command prompt, you have one option through. Select the through option. Okay. After that, select the line, move right side direction, and you can give value wherever it is 18. And select this line and move left side direction 18. Okay. Suppose left side direction it is 20, right side direction if it is 25, you can use this method. Otherwise, Left side also same, right side also same is directly, initially you can give the value. Okay. Then if you want to extend this, just select this line and this blue color square, keep your cursor, you will get lengthen, select the lengthen and move downward direction. Again, see here, select the line, just keep your cursor over there and go for select the lengthen and draw downward direction. Now how much angle here? 10. Here it is 10 radius, here it is 9 radius. Okay. Then here go here. For that, what you have to do? Go for fillet. In the modify tools, we have fillet option. Select fillet. In this fillet nothing but they have given the radius R value. That's why you have to type first R radius, R letter, or in the command prompt we have at the middle radius. You can select this also. Now I am giving say just pressing the R button, R letter, or enter radius. How much radius? 10. 10 mm I am giving, press enter. From where? From here to here. Okay. Now here also it is 10. That's why I will use same. Just I will press enter button. These also will go again. Select, sorry, chamfer. First I will type R means radius. Enter. How much? 10. Enter. Select the first line. Select the second line. Same way you have to do here also. Okay. I will press enter button means fillet command, sorry, chamfer command, sorry, fillet command, and radius R, enter. How much it is? 9. Enter. Let's go those two. Okay. Now here one line is, one arc is missed. If I go here, offset, select through, select this object and move here and place it here. Automatically we get. Okay, offset distance. Then again same, chamfer, the fillet, radius means R, enter, 9, enter. I will select this line and this line. Done. Okay. Now again offset, select the object through, select the line and move it here. Okay. Done. Okay. Now your diagram is done. You have to draw dimensions only. You have to show the dimensions only. Then you have to change the line type. Line type by layer or centers. You know how from where you have to change it. From the properties. Load and go for dashed lines or center lines. Select OK. Now this will be your center line. Okay. Now this is your center line. Okay. If center line is not visible, what you have to do? You have to type in a command prompt LTS, line type scale. Or you can double click this line. You will get the command window prompt area here. Then you have to change the line width, that center line, type of line. Here, from here also you can change. Okay. Properties. LTS. Now here I am typing LTS, line type scale. Now it is 1. I will give 2. Enter. See the gap between the center line, means line to line. Previously it was 1. Okay. Now see again LTS. Enter. Now it is 2. I will give 1. See the gap between the lines. Okay. You can change the selected lines. Now I want to show this one and this one also like a center lines or dotted lines. I will go with the dotted lines. Select it and load here and dash lines. Dash line this one. Okay. Press it. Select all the lines, vertical lines, horizontal lines. Okay. Then go for dash line. Already unload. Okay. Whatever it is, suppose this diagram, whatever it is, first you have to read the dimensions carefully. Read the dimensions. So some dimensions are not given, means add or subtract and you have to get the dimensions. note the dimensions on your question paper. Okay, note the dimensions on your question paper. Then observe the object. Now, in this case, you have to observe axis symmetry first. Next was number of centers. Now here number of centers 1, 2, 3, 4. If you draw one horizontal line, vertical line, this horizontal will cover two centers. This vertical line will cover two centers. Okay. Select any one center, draw the circles. Automatically second center distance also you know. From this center line to this center line, they have given 40 mm. Here also 40 mm horizontally and vertically 34 and 34. You have to read these dimensions initially. Then you have to identify axis symmetric, x-axis or y-axis. Next, how many centers we have. Based on the centers, you have to draw. After that, what are the commands you are using? General commands, line command, circle, arc, array command or mirror command, sometimes move or copy. Only these commands you are using in a two-dimensional drawings. Okay, any doubts in this about the commands? Okay, next class we'll discuss about second unit. Okay, first unit, about the first unit, you have to use draw tools and modify tools frequently. Then whenever required, you have to change the properties of the lines, whether center line, axis line, or data line, invisible line, okay, color lines and all. Okay, be online, I will take the attendance. Someone having query. Who is at 69? Who is having query? You can ask. No problem. Roll number 49 and 57. Any doubt? First, let me take the attendance. Roll number 1 absent.